Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. We are in level 4 Kanda Chapu Thalam learning korvais. We have learned many korvais in the last 4 episodes. Today we are going to learn few more korvais in Kanda Chapu Thalam. Before I get into the class, I will start this class with the Thirukural. எள்ளாமை வேண்டுவான் என்பான் எனைத்து ஒன்றும் கள்ளாமை காக்கதன் நெஞ்சு. What is the meaning of it? பிறரிடம் பழிச்சொல் கேட்காமல் உலகில் வாழ விரும்புகிறவன். If a person wants to lead a clean life without being rebuked or abused by the society, பிறர் பொருளை கவரும் எண்ணம் உள்ளத்தில் தோன்றாதவாறு தன்னை காத்துக்கொள்ள வேண்டும். You should not be desirous of grabbing someone other's wealth. You should build that capability. You should only earn your own self. You should lead your own life, not to grab other person's materialistic things. That's what Thiruvalluvar states here in this Thirukural. With this good thought, we'll get into the class. We have been learning many korvais in Kanda Chapu Thalam in level 4. Today I'm going to teach you a few more classic korvais which you can play as appropriate when you get a chance to showcase your talent. So the first korvai goes like this. Tadum, tadikitatum, tadum, tadum, tadikitatum, tadikitatum, tadum, 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 tadikitatum, 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 ta. So let's express the same in Kanda Chapu Thalam also. Tadum, tadikitatum, tadum, tadum, tadikitatum, tadikitatum, tadum, 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 tadikitatum, 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 ta. Now let's look at the maths behind it. Tadum, tadikitatum. Tadum, tadum, tadikitatum, tadikitatum. Tadum, 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 tadikitatum, tadikitatum, tadikitatum. You would have got the logic now. One tadum, one tadikitatum. Two tadum, two tadikitatums. Three tadum, three tadikitatum. The second half, how it is coming, you are after a gap, tadikitatum, tadikitatum, one with the one gap, tadikitatum, 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 another gap, tadikitatum, tadikitatum, tadikitatum. So the sets of fives you're playing and you're beautifully constructing the whole thing in a lovely way. So one tadum, one tadikitatum, two tadums, two tadikitatum, three tadum, three tadikitatum, pause, three tadikitatum, one gap, three tadikitatum. That's how the structure is. That's how it sounds. The reason why I'm playing and showing is how it sounds when you play, when you express. You should get that mind map of the sequence first. Then you should fit that into the structure. Then when you can play in whatever nada is, that also should be appropriate. So that's how this korvai has to be framed and played. The next korvai I'm going to handle for you is Dit takadin takadim, dit takadin takadim, tatakadin takadim, tadikitatan tadikitatan tadikitatum, tadikitatan tadikitatan tadikitatum, tadikitatan tadikitatan tadikitatan. It's a completely different dimension you give for the first half. The second half you are retaining the same as what you did in the first korvai, what you learned in this episode. But it gives a different perspective. Tadom tadiketaka tadom tadom tadiketaka tadiketaka tadom 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 tadiketaka tadiketatum tadiketatum is equal to taditakadina takatam taditakadina takatam tatakadina takatam tadiketata tadik taditakadina takatam titakadina takatam takadina takatam. Everywhere you give one cap, one pause, you add that for giving the push. Tadittakadinna takatam, tadittakadinna takatam, tatakadinna takatam, tadikitatan tadikita. Like that it should be. The beautiful punches after every phrase, it gives a beauty to the korvai. So, I will also give the math structure behind it as a part of the chart, explaining you clearly how these 80 aksharas are coming, 120 aksharas are coming, 60 is coming, 160 is coming. Whatever the calculations are, I'll give the breakup of it, and I'll also recite and show you how you have to exactly play this korvai, because reading is different, playing is different. You should play in this method, in the pattern by which you have to play. To read wrongly and play wrong, play it, it'll come wrong. Completely, it'll not be aesthetic. You have to play aesthetically well so that you should understand the tonal base of the korvai. Only then you will be able to play perfectly. The next korvai I'm going to teach you is another classic one. It's all fives, brilliantly played by exterior Vidwans like Umalapuram Shivaraman sir, like played by Harishankar, like big giants. They have played it in Ganda Nadai, but I'll teach you in Ganda Chapu Thala. Because when you handle first in Ganda Jadi Eka Thalam and Ganda Chapu Thalam, you can understand the nuances better. And once you understand the nuances better, playing in Kanda Nadais or varied Nadais, it becomes a cakewalk for you. That's how it is. When you play in Ganda Nadai, it gets the varied speed, but you have to fit into the structure, which I'll deal with it later. So these are the three korvais which I thought I should cover as part of this episode. These are classic korvais. You can interlude at any point. Again, the rule of thumb here, as you're displaying certain things, concepts, you have to prelude or prefix it with the context setting. So you have to play an appropriate din kittu taka din na din din tata din na tata kittu taka din na tata kitta taka din na. When you play that phrase, they will know that you're going to go with the subject. When you're playing that subject, you dwell in it more. When you're dealing with this tatta kitta you deal with it more. You build the context. You play, enact a role. You play it around it. You color it. Different before approaching the actual korvai, you have to give the varieties around it and then play the korvai. Then that gives a beauty to the whole episode. So that's how you should play. These are the basic ingredients. Again, as I'm telling you, whatever you have learned now is a great foundation I'm trying to lay till level 4. And once when you get all these hang of it, once the level 4 gets completed, it just you are in the right mode to actually take the journey on. And that is the time where you can actually excel in this art to greater dimensions. So I wish that you learn it right, you practice it right, and grasp whatever has happened so far, around 150 episodes, close to 150 episodes from to learnings I've given. And when you can do a sort of a pause here before you even go to my additional lessons, level 5, go back and digest like a cow. See what are all the learnings, what are all the teachings, what are all the tips I've given. Go back and then try to assimilate and ensure that you're ready. And then if this break, after this, you need to give a logical break of 3 to 6 months and grasp it well. If you do that and then get it to level 5, you will be, I assure you that you can go places. That's a straight recommendation I can give. So I'm going to conclude this class with one more simple korvai. Tadum tadikitatum tadum tadikitatum tadum tadikitatum tadikitatum tadikitatum. A sweet korvai. So this is a beautiful, simple structure. Tadum tadikitatum, tattadum tadikitatum, tadhitadum tadikitatum, tadikitatum, tadikitatum. You give some interludes, 2 and 4, and then you beautifully qualify it as a korvai and play it. This is a simple 40 aksharas korvai. This, I'm concluding this class with a Thirukural, and I'll see you in the next class with moras, new moras and korvais in Kanda Chapu, and that will conclude the first part of level 4 of how review and learning of basic korvais with lot of creativities, lot of aspects in 4 major thalas. We will be seeing more in 35 thalas. The similar review and learnings will happen in much detailed way, which will again be of basic nature. These are to ensure that you get the right base and essentials for you to launch up in this profession. உள்ளத்தால் உள்ளதும் தீதே பிறன் பொருளை கள்ளத்தால் கல்வேம் எனல். What is the meaning of it? குற்றமான செயல்களை மனத்தால் நினைப்பதும் பாவம். ஆதலால் பிறன் பொருளை அவனுக்கு தெரியாமல் வஞ்சனையால் கவர்ந்து கொள்வோம் என்று நினைத்தலும் கூடாது. குற்றமான செயல்களை மனத்தால் நினைப்பதும் பாவம். What is the meaning of it? If you are just even thinking that you're going to want to harm others, that itself is not good. That's what Thirukural states. It's a fact. பிறன் பொருளை அவனுக்கு தெரியாமல் வஞ்சனையால். More so, if you try to do it with this ignorance, if you wanted to take it, if you want to steal it, that's even more unacceptable, that you should not even think of. That's what Thirukural states in this Thirukural. With this good thought, Puvnur RVA signing off. I'll be concluding Kanda Chapu in my next episode with new moras and korvais. Cheers. Signing off, Puvnur RVA. Episode 5, Kanda Chapu Thalam, Korvai 1, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 80 aksharas, interpretation of Korvai goes like this. Tadum, tadikitatum, tadum, tadikitatum, tadikitatum, tadum, tadikitatum, 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 ta. Episode 5, Kanda, Chapu, Thalam, korvais 2, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 80 aksharas, interpretation of korvai goes like this. Tadik takadina dina tong, tik takadina dina tong. Takadina dina tong, tadikitatum, 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 ta. Episode 5, Ganda Chapathalam, korvais 3, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 160 aksharas, interpretation of korvai goes like this. Tattakita kadakadakadum ta ta di gi gi ta ga dun dung tattakita kadakadakadum ta ga di gi ta ga dung tattakita kadakadakadum ta di ki ta dung tattakita kadakadakadum ta dikita tum tattakita kadakadakadum ta dikita ta gang tattikita ta ga tattikita kadakadakadum ta. Episode 5, Kanda Chapathalam, korvais 4, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 40 aksharas, interpretation of korvai goes like this. Tadum, tadikitatum, tadum, tadikitatum, 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 ta.